What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Carlo. I'm in the car today, as you can see. It's a little hot in here. I didn't want to have the air on because then it'd be too loud. So I'm going to try to make this actually quick. Um, Today's video is about building self-trust. I know we're all familiar with, like, growing up, and our parents will tell us, like, or any adult really, they'll tell us, like, oh, we can do something on this day, and that day rolls around, and then it doesn't happen, or like they're like, oh no, we're not doing it anymore, or something comes up and blah blah blah, and then you're just like, bruh. And then that happens so much to where, like, you can't like fully trust their word, you know what I mean? And so now that we're older, something that I think is really important is building that trust for yourself, right? Hopefully we're fortunate enough to have people in our lives that, you know, are reliable and we can trust. But at the end of the day, I think we fail to remember that the most important person that we should be able to trust and feel that we can rely on is ourselves. And I mean, I'm guilty of this too. I think a lot of the times we'll tell ourselves we want to do something or we're going to do something, and then we don't follow through. And yeah, like, it seems harmless, but I think at the end of the day, like, your soul remembers every time you don't show up for yourself, or every time you betray yourself or break a promise to yourself, right? And we're not perfect. Like, you can want to do something or say you're gonna do something and something comes up. But I think a big part of that is the way that you talk to yourself, the way you phrase things, right? Like, if you tell yourself you are going to go to the gym on Monday morning, like early Monday morning, you're gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and hit the gym. And then your alarm goes off, it's Monday morning, it's like 4:30 a.m. and you snooze and you snooze and you snooze, and it's 5 and you're like, it's already 5, I'm just not gonna go. Right? Like, that little act, when you continuously do that, you start to not be able to trust yourself or trust your own word. And there's a difference between telling yourself that, oh, I'm going to do this, versus if you know that this isn't a promise you can really keep to yourself, at least reword it for yourself. Like, tell yourself, instead of saying I'm going to go to the gym, like as like a sure statement, tell yourself, like, oh, I would really like to try to go to the gym at 5 a.m. on Monday, and I'm gonna try my best, and if I don't, it's okay, I'm gonna try again the next day, or try again some other day, right? At least that gives yourself room for error and room to still fulfill, that, not that it's a promise, but still fulfill that want for yourself, and give yourself the grace to keep trying again and keep at least putting in that effort, right? If you know you can't follow through, don't tell yourself you're gonna follow through, because then you're gonna be breaking that promise to yourself. You're gonna, you know, subconsciously let yourself know that you can't trust your own word. And that's really impactful. Like, if you can't trust yourself, you're kind of like, you're hurting your own relationship with yourself. And it's gonna show up in various ways in your life, whether you realize it or not. And so a big way to start building that self-trust is, one, following through when you say you're gonna do something. But two, being real with yourself. Like, don't say you're gonna do something if you know you need a little more grace or patience to get that thing done. Reword the way you tell yourself about that thing. And I think the more that you can keep your word with yourself, no matter how small, it can literally be like, I'm gonna make pancakes this morning for breakfast because I really want it. Like, it doesn't even have to be like big decisions. All of it really adds up. But especially for the big decisions, right? You want to make sure you can at least trust yourself in that, because, we go through life, and it's nice to be able to rely on other people to have that village, but you are your own first village. You know what I mean? Like, if you're always relying on other people and you can't even rely on yourself, like, what do you even have at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like, my girlfriend's looking at me from the balcony. But yeah, like, just make sure that you're solid with yourself first, and not just relying on other people. It's great to have other people, but you should always have yourself first. That's it for my message today. I hope it found you well. I hope you can work on building up that trust with yourself and really taking the time to invest in your relationship with yourself. It's really important, and it'll take you really far. So don't forget to foster that relationship just as much, if not more, than the other relationships you have in your life. I hope you guys keep taking care of yourselves. Eat today, drink water. It's hot where I'm at. I don't know when you're watching this, but if it's hot, stay cool. If it's cold, stay warm. Yeah, until next time. Peace.